I cannot believe I have not reviewed this movie yet, so let us do this shit.
Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up. Hands up. Shawty, when you party with me, we going way back, quarter to 3. I said hands up. I'm good in the VIP. I got my hammer right here with me. I said hands up.
The Avengers. By now, I imagine people who even don't watch movies have gone to see the Avengers. Now, if you do not wish to partake in seeing the rest of this review, I can understand why. It is probably because you already know how kick-ass and awesome this movie is, and you do not need someone, me, to tell you. Either that, or you just really hate watching my reviews and hate my face because it looks like shit. However, if that is the case, you, my friend, can go to hell. Subscribe first, then go to hell. The bottom line is this. The Avengers is probably the best summer blockbuster superhero movie to come out in forever. Except for The Dark Knight, but I'm not sure if that was released in the summer, but if it was, then The Avengers comes in second place, so still awesome. Now, the plotline to The Avengers is pretty much your basic superhero comic book movie stuff. Now, Nick Fury, who is played by Samuel L. Jackson, he's hilarious in this movie, is basically the captain/director of an international peacekeeping organization known as S.H.I.E.L.D. However, when Loki, played by Thomas Hiddleston, who is awesome in this movie, potentially threatens global security and basically hints to world domination, Nick Fury decides to gather up the world's greatest heroes and then take down Loki and his army once and for all. And then let major ass-kicking and badassery ensue. Now, even though the action in this movie is kick-ass and holy shit, the last 40 minutes of this movie, I swear to God, it will be the coolest, most badass 40 minutes of an ending this year in a movie you will ever see. However, even though the action is insane, that is not the best part of this movie. The best part about this movie is the interaction between the Avengers, the characters that we came to see. We got Robert Downey Jr. reprising his role as Tony Stark and just owning it. Oh my God, he is awesome. We also have Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Chris Evans as Captain America, Tom Hiddleston as Loki, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, and of course the hot, badass, and beautiful Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. You gotta keep in mind that even though the Avengers have powers and blow shit up like bosses, they are still real human beings, so they have real human problems. And this is extremely apparent, especially when they start to interact and talk with each other. The movie was directed and written by Josh Whedon. The script is actually surprisingly funny and clever. What I really liked in a movie like this especially is that one superhero did not overshadow the other ones. Each single Avenger gets their own time to shine, own moment, whether it be a funny one or a really badass one. The first scene that pops into my head, and I think would pop into other people's heads who have seen the movie, is the scene between Loki and the Hulk, which was hilarious. It had me laughing like a mofo for at least 2 minutes. There's really good dialogue between characters and scenes. There's some really nice backstory for characters we don't know that well, such as Black Widow or Hawkeye. Special effects are incredible, which is already expected from a Marvel movie. The last 40 minutes of this movie will literally kick your ass, visually and content-wise on the screen. Kick your ass. For the love of God and my love, more importantly my love than God's love, stay after the credits. It is awesome. I went with someone who apparently hasn't been to a Marvel movie in his goddamn life, so he thought once the lights come up, nothing happens in the credits. Nothing. I knew, even though there was one short scene after the credits, I knew there was going to be another scene because my friend told me about it. Kind of a bitch for spoiling it for me, but still I should have stayed and watched it. Instead of watching the theater, I had to leave because of this fucking faggot friend. But thank God I saw it online and it was awesome. So my final score for The Avengers is a solid 10 out of 10 actually. There's nothing wrong with the movie. I had a great time. I recommend it to everyone. If you liked the video, please remember to like it, comment, subscribe, and favorite the video. I don't know why I emphasized that. That made no sense. I am the Awesome One, and I shall see you next time where I have no clue what I'll be doing. Probably another music shit thing, so I shall see you then. Okay, I'm gonna end the clip.
Back like I never left, never second best. What kind of prophet won't resurrect? Still brown bag boo, still look it up. Still rapping and pretending I don't give a fuck. This is vintage M.I.C. and Axis back on the track, it's magic. Got a track for the masses.